Hello everyone, I'm BatPan, about to use this PANARANG to catch criminals. This is PANARANG. In this series of videos, I'll show you guys the functions I needed for my game I had a question about and the way I got them to work. You saw the function at the start of the intro, so we will just create that in this video, and it is actually from a game called Amanda the Adventurer. This video is part 4 of the function we've been creating for the past 3 videos. This is the end of it. This video is actually an extended example of those parts, and we put the function we created in the past 3 parts into a simple game, which we'll create today. As I personally believe, examples make us understand things better. So with that being said, I highly recommend you guys to watch the previous 3 parts so you can actually understand the function. I'll leave a link to each one of these parts in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a like and a subscribe would be amazing. So without wasting time, let's start the video. This is actually part 4, and in this part, as you saw in the intro, we created a simple game and we want to add the function we learned from the last 3 parts, and we're going to use it in this game. And I'm going to explain what I added. I first added a camera. It is here. It has a light, and this is our player. It has an animation. It walks, it turns, and it idles. This doesn't matter at the moment. I'm gonna explain this to you guys in the following videos. So it comes out of the ground and the scene ends. So at the start, we actually don't need him, so we deactivate him. Let me just show you guys. My player goes in there. He turns around, and he talks. So we open up our script. I actually created a new script. I put whatever we said in the previous video inside this script. So we actually don't need, you can add this to your previous script. If you've seen my 3 previous videos, I highly recommend you guys watching my previous videos, my 3 previous parts, so you guys actually can understand this function. This is just an extended example. I'm not gonna explain a lot of things in this because I've explained it in the last 3 videos, and this video will be a long video if I try to explain it like the last video. So I'm just gonna give you a short explanation, and then we're gonna go continue with our tutorial. For the guys who didn't watch last 3 videos, this is actually underlines for when as you saw in the function, we have empty spaces we can type on. These are underlines. We put them inside an array, so we can put multiple underlines in one game object. I did the same for text. I put them inside an array of text. Then we have a string holder, which holds the value, holds the sentence we need to write. For example, if we want to write knife, it puts the knife in here. Then we have a boolean for can write, which actually controls if we can actually write or not. We have a code int, which counts how many times we have pressed a key on the keyboard. Then we have a house number, which takes the house number of an array. Then we have a string tester, which compares the thing we wrote with the actual holder to say if it is actually true or false. We have an integer for wrong number, which counts how many times we've typed the wrong thing. If you've typed for example 3 times the wrong thing, it's gonna automatically correct it for us. We have actually a color. It doesn't actually matter. Then we have a string for Easter egg string. It is for when we actually have an Easter egg, we can give this a value and use it inside that. For the holder, we can give it here, so it opens up empty spaces. So this is what we had from before. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say add it. So whatever I add in this will be shown in the you guys will see. So in here, as I told you guys before, I have a mannequin. I have a game object which is deactivated at the start. Somewhere in the upcoming minutes, I'm gonna activate that. So to gain the ability to activate him, we need to get a reference to him. So we say public game object. I'm gonna say manneq game object, which stands for mannequin. This is the first reference we need. Then we need a reference to our subtext, which is actually this. It opens up. The player actually talks, as you guys see. We need to activate and deactivate this. So we need a reference to this one too. So we say public game object subtext parent. Then we need a reference to our answer holder, which opens up the space and gives us the ability to write. So we need a reference to this one too. So we go here and say public game object answer holder underline game object. These are the 3 things we need right now. We'll create more in the upcoming minutes as we need. We go here in the start. I'm gonna run an enumerator. So we go inside an enumerator, and in there Alex says stuff, and after he said stuff, he asks us a question, and when he asks us a question, we can actually answer. So we first need to create an enumerator. We have the correct answer, Easter egg, other stuff. So again, I'm gonna say add it. So you guys know this enumerators are added. So I'm gonna say enumerator start scene CO, which stands for coroutine. So at the start, I'm gonna wait for the amount of, I'm gonna wait for the animation. I need to go to the player and actually see how many seconds. Takes about 5.3. Yeah, so we say we wait for 5.4 seconds. So we do nothing. We say can write is actually equal to false. So we do not, we cannot write. You can, deactivate it from here, deactivate the subtext, answer holder, and manage game object from here, or you can actually deactivate them from the editor. I deactivated them from the editor, so I don't, actually need to deactivate them from here. So to actually access the text which Alex uses to say stuff, we need to say public text Alex talk text. I'm gonna say Alex talk text, say Alex talk text, the text equals to say, for example, Alex said. I told you guys how you guys, can type text partly. I'll leave a link in the description for that one. And we need actually a string to say what Alex needs to say. So we go out here, we need a string. So I'm gonna say string. I'm gonna say Alex older string. So right down here, we say Alex older string is equal to say, he's actually gonna say, hello, I'm Alex. Then we need to type it one by one. So we say for each character C in Alex Winder string. So for every character we have in here, we type it one by one. So I first need to, I first want to, make all these, characters capital. So for that, as I told you guys in the previous parts, we actually have a function called converter. It takes a character and returns it capital. So in here, I'm gonna say, create a new character, call it T, make T equal to converter, and put the C inside. So T is actually the capital version of C. Alex talk test.text plus equal T, and we wait for yield return new, wait for seconds, we wait for 0.05f. We can actually give it like a float. So we create a float here. I'm gonna name it time. I'm gonna make it equal to 0.05f. So instead of giving it, a value each time, I'm just gonna say equal to time, wait for the time. After that, we need an enumerator for a mouse press. So we wait for a mouse press, then continue. I've actually created a video on how you guys can actually wait for a button press or a mouse press. You can actually click on it right now on the top of your screen, or you can, get to it in the description with a link in the description. So we create an enumerator. I'm gonna say mouse press CO with waits for mouse press. In here we say while input net.get mouse button down 0, say yield return null. Under here I'm gonna say yield return mouse press coroutine. So it waits for this one to return a value. When does this one returns a value? Is when we click the left mouse. So when we click the left mouse, we can actually continue. So after we click the left mouse, I can actually copy this and paste it here. Instead of this, Alex is gonna say, I post scary videos. Then we wait for another mouse press coroutine, or we can actually copy the mouse press as well. So we paste it again. Again, Alex says, today we're in a cemetery. Alex asks us a question, so we say we duplicate that. As you guys know, we just copy this and paste it here. You can copy it by Control C or right clicking and copy, and you can actually paste it with Control V, or you can right click and paste here. It says it right here, Control V for paste, Control X for cut, and Control C for copy. So I paste another thing here. This time asks us a question. It says, do you know what is in a cemetery? So we go to our code holder. What it needs is a manage game object. We give it. Then it needs a subtext parent. This is the subtext parent. You can drag and drop it here, or you can click on this circle icon and actually find it. We need one for answer holder game object. This is it. And we actually need a reference to the text, which is from subtext parent. It is actually this text. In this code, we first need to activate the subtext parent. So actually we can actually write. So we say subtext parent that set active true, and when we're done, we're just gonna say subtext parent that set active false, which is gonna deactivate our game object. Here we actually need to call our enumerator. The start scene coroutine, we said we need to call it. So we at the start we're gonna say start coroutine, start scene coroutine. This is it, where it goes in front, he rotates, and he talks. before creating the ask function, I need to, make my text file a little bit, smaller. In here, I'm just gonna say answer question. So in the answer question section, we actually need to activate the answer holder amount, the value for the answer holder. We need to activate this first. So we go down here, we say answer holder game object dot set active equal to true. What is the answer of that? The answer is grave. So we need to say grave. To say grave, we need to say our holder value to be grave. Then we need to make this capital. So we say holder is equal to holder to upper. So it makes it capital. Then we need to activate enough spaces for the grave. So we need to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces for the grave. So it creates empty spaces for the grave, and it lets us write stuff. So we go down here and we actually need to say can write is actually equal to true. As you guys saw, it made it green and it resets. So it was what we created in the previous video. So now for when we actually say the correct answer, we need Alex to continue. For Alex to continue, we need to go up here and create an integer. For the first time you gave the correct answer. For example, for the first time you need to say grave. Then next time, as I wrote here, we need to say shovel. The next is yes, and the next is I am. So there needs to be a change. So to actually find the correct answer and give the correct answer, I'm gonna call it answer int. I'm gonna make it equal to 0. And what I'm gonna do with this, you're gonna understand right now. We go here in the update when we give the correct answer. In here, when we give the correct answer, we go into this correct answer coroutine, which tells the answer green and it resets. So instead of this, I'm just gonna say if answer int is equal to 0. So we give the correct answer for the first time, we do this, and else if we gave the correct answer for the second time, we do this, and we say else if answer int is equal to 2. So we give it for the third time, else it started from 0. So 0 is actually 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, and 3 is 4. For the first time we give the correct answer, we don't want to go and reset everything. For the first correct answer, I need to create another I enumerator. Under the start scene I enumerator, I'm gonna create another I enumerator. I'm gonna say correct answer first time CO. So what happens when we give the correct answer for the first time? We cannot write. We need to give our holder empty. We actually need to reset everything like the correct answer. So under here we reset everything like this. We first reset everything and then we continue. So everything resets. Why we actually don't need this? Because our text color doesn't change and can write doesn't need to be true. We delete that. So we reset it like this. And then we go here and say answer folder game object, the game object which shows us the answers, the empty spaces and the things we can type on. We deactivate that. And then under here, Alex needs to say something. So for Alex to say a thing, we need to activate the subtext parent. So actually, Alex can actually say stuff. So it's the subtext parent that set active is true. Then we go here and top of, like this, we let Alex, speak. So we copy this, Control C, we go down here, paste it here, or you can actually, wait for seconds, half a second, wait for half a second, and then, let Alex say stuff. So Alex is gonna say exactly, then he's gonna say, today, I wanted to record via duplicate and via copy and paste it because I don't want the video to be that long. And then he says, and here this specific phrase. We talked with ghosts. These parts are actually not hard to understand. It is just Alex talking or the player talking. I named it Alex. I don't mean anything. It's just a name I use. He then says, I click this grade. Then he asks us a question. He says, do you know So right now you need to answer him. So we say can write tree. And as we did in the previous part for the answer question, we can just copy this and paste it there. So it doesn't, we just don't type it anymore. Type it no longer. So this is for answer question. Put it up here. So we deactivate the subtext parent that's set active. We deactivate this subtext parent. So Alex doesn't want to talk anymore. What we need to say here is actually shovel. So it opens up 6 empty spaces for the 6 characters of shovel, and we can write shovel answer integer is equal to 1. So the code actually knows we answered it correctly once before, and the next answer I'm gonna give goes into another enumerator. Start coroutine. Correct answer first time coroutine. So it goes inside that one, and we can actually create another enumerator for correct answer second time CO, which is for when we give the answer, we give the correct answer for the second time. And in here we can just copy this. It's just actually the things we are repeating again and again, so you guys can actually copy and paste it here, so you guys don't have to type all of that. You can give this like this. So after I give the correct answer shovel, Alex will say I could. For the second time I give the correct answer, I'm gonna say start coroutine. Correct answer second time coroutine. So we actually don't need this. We can delete this. We need to reset the houses it had. We go here. We can actually copy it from here. In the reset, it resetted everything, so we can copy it. It's right here, but it resetted everything. We can just reset everything here. We don't need to change the color to anything. Before Alex says I could, we need to activate this subtext parent that set active equal to true. So grave is actually in the cemetery. It says exactly. Yes, we can use a shovel. It says I could. As you guys saw, this actually worked. So I need to, continue with the Alex's dialogue. So I'm gonna go down here, duplicate it again. After I could, Alex says, dangerous. Should I do it? So in here, when he says, should I do it? You can give it an answer. So for the answer, you can actually go here, answer question. You can just copy this and paste it here, so you don't take your time. Instead of answer it 1, take it 2. So instead of shovel, we're just gonna say yes. So it opens up 3 empty spaces. And under here, I'm gonna create another enumerator. I'm gonna say correct answer third time CO. For the third time, we need to reset it like this. This is the reset. So we can copy it. We can actually paste it in the second one too. So we had a bug in the second one as well, but it didn't, empty spaces. So we empty it here. Then we add the reset under here. So after the reset, after we said yes, Alex says subtext parent dot set active equal to true. Alex can actually talk. I'm gonna play a scary sound. So to create a scary sound, we need to add a scary audio to our game. As I did, I added a scary audio to my game. It is actually this. So this is the scary tone I added to my game. It is actually this. So I can create an empty object. I'm gonna say scary audio. I drag and drop it here. So it automatically creates an audio source and gives it this. Or you can actually create the audio source yourself. You're gonna just say audio source and you drag and drop your audio clip here. So I'm gonna check play on awake, and I'm gonna deactivate this. And whenever I activate this, it's gonna automatically, play the sound. You can actually, play the sound from inside the code. I'm just gonna activate and deactivate this, so it doesn't actually matter. I'm gonna go up here. When I said add it, I'm gonna say public game object, scary audio underline game object. Correct answer third time. We'll wait for half a second. Then we say scary audio game object dot set active equal to true. So it plays the scary audio. Then I'm just gonna, continue with the Alex saying dialogue. And after this, we're gonna check it out again, so you guys can see the progress. Alex is gonna say, they say he comes out of his grave. Then we go down here and we say, and does bad things to people to visit him at night. Aren't you scared? Say, we need to answer here. The answer we need to give is yes. So we go up here. When we have an answer, we just copy this. I paste it here. Instead of 2, we just give it 3. And the answer is I am. So say The answer is I am. The ending part, I'm going to say I numerator, correct answer, fourth time CO, which is the ending of the game. So at the ending, I'm just going to reset everything like here. I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to paste it here for the ending. Then I wait for you to return new, wait for a second, wait for half a second, then we do stuff. So I need to call my enumerators from here. So for the third time, I give the correct answer. I'm just going to say start coroutine, correct answer third time. And for the fourth time, I'm just going to say start coroutine, correct answer fourth time. So I want the mannequin to come out of the ground and the scene changes and the game ends. This is actually a pretty short game. Select to when you play the scary audio, you wait for 1 second, then you activate your subtext parent. For the fourth down, we want the mannequin to come out of the ground. So we just activate the mannequin. So it's a matic game object that's set active equal to true. We need to go to our code holder. We need to give it the scary audio. We give it. So that was for the function. For the wrong answer, when you give the wrong answer, it's gonna make it red and it's gonna reset. And for when it automatically corrects us, we're gonna go. We can just copy this. So we mark it like this. We go down. We just need to give this one to that one as well. So we go up here. Instead of this, just give it this. When we type the wrong thing for 3 times or more, it automatically corrects us and gives us the correct answer. Correct answer, and it's gonna continue as you guys saw. Today I want to record myself in the cemetery and near this specific grave. They say he was a witch, he talked with ghosts. I could dig this grave. Do you know what I can use to dig this grave? Yes, you can. Use a shovel. But don't you think that it is dangerous? Should I do it? Yes. They say he comes out of his grave and does bad things to people who visit him at night. Aren't you scared? I am. So that was actually the function. That was actually in the last 3 parts. Put it inside a simple game. I know this video came a little bit long. I tried to, edit it and make it as short as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was an example. I personally think an example makes you understand things better. So when you want to use it in your actual game, you know what to do. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna go think about something for the end of the video, as I did in my previous videos. So this is what I created for the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.